Incredible win for our program. Our guys just really got it down. I felt like, they're really hard to defend, and they opened up a little bit in that second half with some transition, and we hung around just enough, what you want to do on the road, and down 3, they really defended us well. We were able to come up with that offensive rebound. Andre had great awareness, and actually I think the officials passed in a reach on the floor, thank you. And he found Jalen, and Jalen got, clipped and makes a shot, and kind of what you have to do to win down here. They're very fortunate, so very good. We only turned over 9 times.
He just told us that he didn't see the rim as he was going up for that 3. What do you make of that?
Probably. He's, you know what I mean? Probably, he's he's in the gym so much, he probably knows where he is on the floor, like probably has in the muscle memory there. And, he hit a couple of the other, the 2 he hit to put us up 2, I think was insane. 4 on the shot clock, he hits a leaner. Obviously he's not afraid, and I felt really good. It was unbelievable, so it was nice to see.
And then Ruben played some of his most minutes all season. What'd you make of his play?
It was awesome,
yeah.
And he's young, and Oscar was so good in the last game. It's hard to explain to a young guy, like, don't get discouraged. And I pointed out to him, last time we played Arizona, he had our best plus-minus on the team. And he going against Balos and those guys, Ruben's really effective, and his attitude, his work ethic, and getting double-double. He's a believer, man, so really proud of him. Been a team guy, and it's just exciting to see him to help win such a big game.
Jalen was talking a lot about embracing the underdog mentality, and there's a lot of underdog stories on the team.
Yeah.
How does that manifest itself out on the court?
I kind of talk about they're not underdogs, but it is obvious. I mean, Jalen was definitely a guy that was severely underlooked out of high school, probably COVID. As much as anything, one of those guys, and he kept growing, and he got a lot of repetitions at a lower level. He's just, I always have to say Alex Rosenberg's my favorite guy I've ever coached, but he's rapidly approaching just because his way he goes about his business. I think I compare him like how Matthew Delva was at St. Mary's. It's just his preparation, so it's neat to see guys like that get rewarded.
You guys are 3-1 versus Arizona over the last 4 games. What's made you so successful against the Wildcats during this stretch?
We haven't turned it over the last 2, that's probably the biggest thing, because they pressed us. They went zone press, they went some man press, and they'll come swipe down on the ball, and to only have 9 turnovers the last 2 games probably gives us a chance, because those, when they turn you over, it's dunk, and it's hard to catch it. And Love gave us a break in the first half. He kicked one into the stanchion, but that was going to be a layup. So we were able to. That helps. We just able to keep them out of the transition, and boy, they're hard to guard.
How was your team able to remain so poised in an environment like this? And Arizona kept making runs, and you guys kept kind of counterpunching.
They've kind of been that way. We got a couple of guys like Isaac's really doesn't waver too much. He doesn't get too high, too low. He's a good competitor. Oscar's that way. And then Jalen and Andre are kind of really savvy veteran to play hard. Like Andre was great. He was 1 for 8. So.
That was basically my question.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, but they've done, since we beat USC, we just got a way about us to just kind of hang in there, keep chipping away, and give us a chance.
Is this game kind of like a coach's dream almost? Like I know winning here would be fun no matter what, but just the way you guys did it, like the back and forth
I'm just kind of numb right now. Not numb, but it's just like I've been so focused on. So I told the guys before the season, I said this is a tournament team. If we don't get there, it's on me. And I tried to take the pressure off because I thought our talent was good enough. And you still don't know going through. We had to get the Boise win. I think they gave us a big win. Then we, go to mountain schools and go 0-2 to start league. But I still saw some good. And then I think we'll beat SC. Like they start believing. And Miles did play great tonight, but that was great to see Kamani step in there. And they just. We've been hammering a lot, just being a good team. And I said the joy is the engine of change, and these guys enjoy each other.
Have you preached the kind of us against the world idea at all?
I'm trying to go. It's a pretty obvious story. I try to go against the trope that it's kind of what Pullman's about anyway. And you can hear it in our ballad of the Palouse when we sing it, but it's already kind of built in the DNA. And I'm like, I don't want to. Trying to. I just think. as an evolution as a coach, you can't. Same thing, it can't be too high, too low, and if you're going to win, it takes. If you're exhausted emotionally, it's just hard to stay consistent. These guys have been pretty darn solid, and they keep getting better.
I know the game just ended, but this is already one of the bigger wins in program history.
Yeah.
How much have you thought about that and kind of what weight this has?
I'm already on to the Sun Devils, man. But I mean, obviously going into it, having a chance. First of all, win or lose, to get yourself in the game, probably the premier game of the night in college basketball. Like I don't know if we got eyeballs on the East Coast at midnight, but you're two ranked teams playing this late in the season. It reminded me of the Ivy League when it was always trying to get to the last weekend and be in it. There was no conference trying to be a thing. It's like, man, we're in a position where we're playing for first place on, late in the season. That's just a tremendous feat in itself for the program, and now have a chance to keep it moving.
On the not the very last possession, Arizona's next to last possession, were you figuring that Love was going to get the ball and drive?
Yeah, we figured it was going to be him, and we figured they did. We went middle pick and roll. We said we got to switch it and hope, and we did. We got lucky. And I'm trying to think. We thought they were going to throw the lob when they got the end line.